Hope you guys are having an awesome day. As promised, I'm going to give you guys a ceramic coating video. So, show you the products we're using today. Ceramic Pro Bravo. This stuff's kind of a marine coating, super thick. My opinion, best product made, Ceramic Pro. A lot of different products, next level coating, OptiCoat, Technician's Choice. I mean, there's a lot of them out there. But in my opinion, this is my favorite, Ceramic Pro. A lot of different lines. They have 9H, Top Coat, Rain, which is basically this product here, and it's made for glass. Bravo is basically a heavier product made for marine applications. They also have a wheel and caliper. Their main product is 9H, and then you top coat it with basically it's called Top Coat now. It used to be called Light. But we did 2 coats of that, and then 2 coats of that on the glass. First thing we did is apply 50% alcohol. After we polished the boat, we sprayed the whole thing down with 50% alcohol, meaning half alcohol, half water, and wiped the whole entire boat down. And then we put a primer over it, which Botta can hand me my DA there. I'll show you what we use. But white microfiber towels, that's important. I don't use any colored microfiber towels when I'm ceramic coating. So I got 2 towels. I use a 2 towel method. First towel is, I call it my pickup towel. So it's right after you ceramic coat it, I pick it up with that towel, and then I use a dry towel with no product on it, that's not contaminated with product at all. So you can use this towel. Once it becomes saturated, then you can turn this towel into your number 1 towel, and then get a brand new one for number 2. This right here is what I use to apply the primer. Basically, it's a soft Meguiar's finishing pad with the famous Snap-Ez. So it's a snap-on and a Rupe-Ez all in one. And I just use that because I have it. I'm comfortable with it. Beauty of that combo is that you can apply it quickly, and it just goes, it's nice and smooth. It's not bulky. So anyway, I'm gonna hand the camera over to Botta here. He's gonna load me up with Bravo, and I'm gonna show you guys kind of how we've been applying this stuff. So you want to apply it section at a time, and kind of take your time, but you want to pay attention. Biggest thing with ceramic coatings is you want to make sure that you pay attention to the heat, the humidity, all that plays a role. The bottom line is you put the product on there and you allow it to penetrate. Once it's penetrated, then you apply it, penetrates, then you basically level the excess. You don't wipe off the excess, but you level it. So you're essentially, whatever doesn't penetrate the surface, you're kind of removing it and giving it the gloss and the shine. We're actually just about done right now, but I just wanted to give you guys kind of a demo. I saved a little spot that needed to be done, but we've done a couple coats of Bravo, and I have one little corner that I'm going to apply. So I'll show you guys how to do it. Oops, here we go. So basically, we're using a little microfiber applicator, dual-sided. I got this from a company here in Colorado called Glaze Distributing. So it's loaded with product, and basically you hold it to the panel, and you can see it's pretty wet. You want to be liberal with it, but it's nice and slick now. So you can apply it over pretty much everything, but I'll do it a section at a time. So I'll maybe cut it off here. You can use, when you're first starting out, you can use little areas on, say, a boat as reminders of where you start and stop. So you put it on, and then you kind of just lightly, I'm just gonna kind of level it out a little bit by hand. Kind of want to get in there a little bit. So the biggest key to this stuff is you watch it as you apply it. So I'm kind of watching it, and you can look from the side, and the product will actually, and I'm going to go with my other towel here, but the product will actually rainbow when it's ready. So it penetrates, and you'll see it from the side. You'll see the streaks, but then it actually starts to rainbow. So you want to let it penetrate and then level, so lightly. This is towel 1, and I'm just lightly putting enough pressure to hold the towel on the panel. And you're basically just leveling what doesn't bite or penetrate into the surface. So what doesn't penetrate, if you were to leave this alone, it would look streaky. So I'm gonna come back with towel 2, which is a completely dry towel, and I'm gonna go. So if we stop here, we're working this way, we wanna wipe past. You don't wanna just wipe it to here, because if you miss a little bit here, it'll develop high spots. So what happens is if you were to basically wipe this whole boat down, and say for example, you know, you started here, but then you overlapped here, but you only wiped to here, so the product's actually still here, it'll leave a high spot here. That's the tricky thing about coatings, is you want to be super thorough in how you kind of go about things, and you want to go past where you're wiping. So if you stop wiping here with your microfiber pad, you want to come back with your microfiber towel past it to make sure you clean up the residue. Otherwise, if I stop here, I go all the way around the boat and come back, there'll be a hard spot. It'll cure and harden. So the beauty of it is it's a super hydrophobic product. This is slick. I can feel it. It's just ultra slick. The towel just kind of glides. That's the beauty of ceramic coatings. This boat's a beautiful boat. Was in great shape, and I'll probably take the camera from body here. And this boat was in absolutely nice shape, but it was hazy. It was oxidized. So I'm going to give you guys kind of a little rundown of what we did, so you guys can see it. We even did the fender wells too. So I cleaned the tires and the wheels, but hopefully you guys can see that. But the gloss level is awesome. Beauty of these ceramic coatings is, well, I guess you have 3 choices on top coatings. You can top coat with a wax, a sealant, or a coating. The beauty of coatings last multiple years. Waxes last, I would say, 3 to 6 months. Sealants last, you know, up to a year or so, and coatings last multiple years. We did multiple coats on this thing, and we did the trailer lights as well, the back. We even did the motor. So I got the prop off because I dinged it on a sandbar, and I'm going to buy a brand new one. So I put the stickers on. I named my boat About Time, because it's about time I get out and have some fun. So I had a guy here in Colorado called, I think it's called Think, is the vinyl shop. He did it for me. Did a great job. So yeah, if you look at it, just the gloss level is tremendous. Super shiny. This boat was pretty hazy. So I did the new CL numbers, had him do that, and I think it's called Reality. Might have been the font. But anyway, long and short, that's basically how you do it. So you wipe sections at a time. So say for example, you start somewhere and stop somewhere. So I kind of like to, on say a boat or a vehicle, say you start here, you go all the way around the boat, and then you come back and you end right there. So it's a lot of fun. It is expensive. The Bravo bottle, I believe, is about $450. Might even be a little more now because we've had it for a while. And the Rain bottle is probably $100 and change. I'm not sure if you can buy this. I used to do it for a living, so basically bought it as more of on a wholesale level. But yeah, microfiber towels, lacquer thinner, alcohol polishing products, it adds up. But beauty is, like I said, you have 3 choices: waxant, sealants, or coatings. But the beauty, the great part about it is and basically going back to it, polishing compounds and polishes and stuff, they don't have any protection. So unless you have a one-step product, but then it only lasts so long. So it's really, you have to kind of seal it or coat it or put a wax on it. But these coatings can last multiple years, especially if you take care of them. One downside of them is they can tend to water spot. So, but you're supposed to wash them at least once a week, especially after it rains. So, but yeah, that's basically what it turned out like. Hope you guys learned something from the video. And if you've never done a ceramic coating before, just don't be afraid. Give it a shot. Biggest key is just be type A, or quote unquote, as some people would say, particular anal, and make sure you're overly thorough with it. And the biggest thing is watch what you apply, is the biggest advice or the takeaway I'd give you. these little microfiber pads when you're applying it. And you definitely want to, one other thing I want to go to is you want to season them. So you want to put about 30 drops of this stuff. It does have basically a dropper inside, but once you apply it, you want to watch depending on the temperature. If it's 70 degrees, you can do longer or more panels all at once. You could say, for example, on a vehicle or a boat, you could do, on a vehicle, you could do a whole fender all at once if it's 70 degrees. If it's 90 degrees or 95 degrees, you might have to do it in 3 sections. So the biggest thing is you don't want to let the stuff dry before you wipe it or before you level it. And that's probably the biggest thing in detailing as well, is that you want to actually kind of switch your mind frame from wiping things off. As a detailer, you're used to compounding and polishing, so you have kind of a thought process of, I want to wipe off the compound. The thought process, in my opinion, with this ceramic coating is leveling, meaning a certain amount of it's going to penetrate the surface and then you're just taking off the excess. So it's a different mentality. I use a lot softer wiping technique, and which I do with compounds as well, but probably even softer, because really all I'm doing is trying to get the top coat knocked off. So anyway, hope you guys are having a fantastic day. It's Sunday here in Colorado, and an absolutely gorgeous day. We got to jump on this thing first thing in the morning, and I'd say she came out extraordinary. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. But I hope you guys give this a shot. One other thing to touch on, there's other products you could use and that are a lot cheaper. As a matter of fact, I'll grab one we had considered using. This is a product by Technician's Choice, and it's a very inexpensive ceramic coating. So, if you are on a budget, you could use that product. I think you can get it online for probably 30 bucks or 40 bucks. Comes in a pretty big bottle, 2-ounce bottle, but you guys are, it's 2 ounces, so you guys could use that, and it would be it would save you a lot of money, but still at least top coat it. I mean, the Bravo's expensive, but if you guys want to, at least, the beauty of ceramic coatings is they preserve your work. So you spend all this time polishing this boat, and if you just put a wax on it and it disappears in 3 to 6 months, like a Chemical Guys butter wet wax, then all that hard work you've done kind of disappears. So you want to lock in your work. And so if anything, if you guys are working on a budget, just use that Technician's Choice, and that'll at least get the job done. So hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and we'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.